gang. Well, I've recently discovered that I now have a second stalker. And this one is also violent. They said that if I don't review Prowl, they will hunt me down and, I quote, gut me. So, I don't want any violence to befall me. So, let's go ahead and review Prowl. Alright, so here is the Titanium War Within Prowl. And as probably almost all of y'all know, this is a Toys R Us exclusive item. And, I usually have very bad luck getting store exclusive items. But luckily, I've got a good friend who works at Toys R Us. And anytime something comes in, usually I get a phone call. Hey, do you want such and such? And if I say yes, he puts one aside for me. And if I say no, it goes out into stock. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and edit your name out of that. But you know who you are, so thank you. So anyway, that's him. And I've actually got him sitting on top of a Legends figure just to kind of give him the illusion of hovering there. I really do like this mode right here. Let me just go ahead and get this guy out of the way. The detailing is very nice on it. It's about Energon level detailing. It's nice. They have the marker lights in the front. All the blue lights are on this half of the vehicle right here, here, and here, as well as this half of this one. And all the red are on the corresponding parts on the other side. On the top right here, though, they have both red and blue on both sides. On the back, you have some turbines and brake lights. And I really like the way the grill's made, very BMW-ish. That is pretty much him in his alt mode. Before I forget, I just want to bring this guy out for a size comparison. I think this one is called State Patrol Barricade. Obviously, it's a Highway Patrol Barricade. But, see, I'm really surprised that they made a movie character in the Classics range. But let's just get him out of the way for a second. Let's see now. To transform this guy, what you're going to do is just take these little pods on the side, pull them out just a hair to the side to free them from the rear, and just move them out of the way for right now. Don't need to really do anything special with them yet. Actually, it would have been better to bring them to the top, but we'll deal with that later. You're going to go ahead and take this rear section and just rotate it 180 degrees. Pull it down. And these right here where the lights are on the back of the vehicle, just flip that forward to make the toes. Now take these things that I moved to the bottom when I should have moved them to the top and move them around to the top. Once you get it to that position right there, just take this, like this is how it was in car mode, just take and flip it down and push it back. Okay, so right there, you've tilted it down, moved it back. The next thing that you can do is move these pods towards the center like that. Then this right here, we'll just pull back a hair and we'll pivot to the outside. Do the same on the other side. These right here will pivot down and also pull out just a hair. Stay in. So like I said there, just pull it out, push it down, and rotate this around to where the top of the hand is forward. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't give him a hand weapon, and you can't even give him another character's hand weapon because there's no fist hole for this. So now, just take this, position this up. There's a little what opened up from the arms going to the side. They have some tabs right here that will go right into them. And there you go. Just take this last set of lights right here, pull that down, and that exposes the head. The titanium line has never been my favorite, mostly due to the fact that while they are usually fairly detailed, they've never been that stable, and you can't really pose them all that much. This one right here is actually fairly posable in the arms. There is no rotator joint anywhere, but you can still get him in fairly decent poses. There's nothing besides lacking a rotate. Oh, wait. There is a rotator below the elbow. I apologize. So, of course there's a rotator. I told you to rotate the arms earlier. Sometimes I just don't even pay attention to myself. You gotta excuse me. It would have been nice to have a rotator above the elbow, though, because this right here, there's just more you can do with the rotator above the elbow, I find. This shoulder right here is fairly loose in the swing. And that's really him. What I like to do is just take and have the missile pods a little bit behind so that they stay a little bit lower to the shoulder from the front like that. It kind of looks strange from the side, but most of them I display from the front. And that kind of gets them a little bit more manageable looking rather than being 3 feet over his head. Let me go ahead and transform Barricade here. Alright, so here is... I'm surprised. In the movie he was a Decepticon, but this toy they made Barricade a Autobot, so I don't know just what's going on there. But they are roughly the same size, which is kind of disappointing, considering this was about a $20 toy and this was only a $10 toy. They are the same height at the head, and what's weird is they almost look alike in the face. So, anyway, maybe Barricade and Prowl are cousins. So, there you go. Back to this figure. I really have trouble recommending the titanium line. They're neat, but like I said, they're not as posable as a standard figure, and the size of them, they are almost all deluxe sized, but they cost like a Voyager. So you need to decide if die-cast metal and, in general, very good paint applications are worth double the price. And I don't even know what these things cost overseas. Somebody chime in and tell me what these cost. Because I know in some places just the regular ones are going for like 30 bucks. So what would this be, a $60 figure? But anyway. I will say this. I do like this better than almost all the titaniums I have. Which this is only one of 3. So this is in the middle. Y'all have a fantabulous day. And Mr. Stalker Man, this is it. This is Prowl. Leave me alone. Everybody else have a good day. It has just come to my attention that this is actually Prowl. Rest assured that the Samurai Ninja Monkey in charge of fact-checking this episode has been sacked. Hopefully we can avoid this trouble in the future.